So I read through a bunch of these articles on the best cases, and I even went through some where the consumers rated their favorite case brands. And Spigen evidently is like the highest rated brand, or maybe they're spending the most marketing dollars, I don't know. But that's what this video is going to be all about, is why I've ended up picking the Spigen Neo Hybrid. But I have to say, out of all your case options, the other brands that came up very often, and you might not be surprised, were OtterBox and Spec. I would say those were probably the top three. I've heard of the LifeProof ESRs also. It's kind of crazy. It seems like a good industry to be in, the phone case, because people lose cases, they buy phones all the time, all sorts of things. But I went with this one right here, the Spigen Neo Hybrid. I did not go with this color, but it offers shock-absorbing TPU with a rigid bumper, somewhat military grade. Not the best though, but good protection, and it's not massive. It doesn't add a lot of weight. So let's go ahead and check it out. So in recent videos, I showed you my new Galaxy S10 Plus, why I upgraded from the S9 Plus, primarily because I had a cracked screen. And I have to say, I was actually using this UMaker Beetle case on my S9, but it's just such a girthy case. It's one of those cases that have the auxiliary screen protector, and this thing scratches within, for me, a while. I know some of you probably leave your phone on a desk, things like that, but I am rough with my phones, I will say that. So if you're rough with your phones, like these cases, like these Life cases, are great. But I have to say, in these cases, this is the worst case. While we're at it, this is probably the worst case I've ever owned. This is a generic silicone case. You get these for like $5. They're made in China. The fit is like, it barely fits. It's about to fall off at all times. It's not good. This is probably my least favorite case right here, but I just wanted to show you how awful it can get and how protective you can get. But this one was actually one of my more favorite cases. This is the Rinky Slim. So it's actually metal. It's aluminum, super light. And it's actually pretty cool. It offers a decent amount of protection while still looking really good, while not adding a lot of weight or girth to your phone. It will not protect nearly as well as this one, trust me. This one is by far. So now we've seen kind of the bare minimum case. We've saw the extreme Life rugged cases. There's also wallet cases, but we're going to skip that in this video. I don't think anybody here wants to use a wallet case. And then that brings us into the new hybrid cases, which is a little bit of both worlds, and maybe get a little bit of added protection, but not so much extreme ruggedness either. Neo Hybrid by Spigen. And I've had it for a few days now, and one of my complaints about this phone was the side touching. It's still happening a little bit. If you're having any issues with your edge screen, do note there is a third-party app you can download, and you can actually program it to have dead zones where it will not take your touch. So I don't think it's in their stock, but there's third-party software so you don't touch the screen on accident. But here's the case. It's on my phone now. And so this is a hybrid case. It's a little bit of silicone, especially around the top there. Nice edge protection. You're still going to be using your own glass though, so it's not nearly as protective as this, but it has very high lips here, so it will protect it. The buttons are very, very firm. None of this like wishy-washy getting stuck. And then you have this big plastic exoskeleton, and then it goes around the camera, around the sides, and then the silicone, a waved silicone on the back. And so far I'm really liking it for the price. I bought mine like right around $10, new, 10, 12 bucks. And so with that, I can't complain. These cases right here are going for $20, $30. OtterBoxes are going for $20, $30, $40. It's a racket. So there's a lot of brands to choose from. That's been my experience. Let me know what kind of cases do you use? What's been your best experience? Is there one of these that I went over that you think is just like you should totally get rid of it? Is it this one right here? So far, I'm really happy with my decision. Remember to wrap it or bad things will happen. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.